Hello, it's Empress LuxAse. Please like and subscribe. Thank you to those I already do. So I came on today because I wanted to do a reading to basically for tarot cards. Like I know when I first started, I would come to YouTube to find out information about tarot cards and how to read them. So I thought it'd be cool for me to do a couple of different videos about what I know about tarot cards. So I'm starting with a more traditional deck because I have like decks I made and untraditional tarot. So starting off, this is probably similar to the deck you'll start with. So it's not in order, it's pretty worn down. This is not my first tarot deck actually, but it's pretty close to one of the first ones. So it's not in order, but I'm going to start. This video is for the traditional meanings behind the tarot. Okay, so we have the Star. Now for me, oh by the way, that's another video. I read reversals, but I organize my deck to be all upright. I also read jumpers, which when you start doing tarot, some people like to manually pick out the cards. I take jumpers, and sometimes I manually take out cards based on my intuition. There's like a whole lot of, every tarot is different. That's what I'll say. So starting off with the Star. The Star talks about hope, inspiration, mental health, creativity, contentment, visionary, spiritual guidance, generous, kind-hearted, healing, renewal, you getting what you wish for. Also, for me, sometimes I look at it as like a rebirth. This is Aquarius energy. Sometimes I connect the Star with fame too. So, Seven of Pentacles is investments, also a period of waiting and suspension. Something you invest a lot of time and energy into. So now you're waiting to reap the rewards. Planning, promotion, suspension, reflection. Being a workaholic. All about the money. Yeah, the King of Wands, fire sign energy, specifically Scorpio and Sag. The King of Wands is typically a very impulsive person, but they're wise, charming, good, great leadership skills, good at communication, has a boss energy too. Like more of an extrovert, inspires others, very creative with this card. You're taking an action, or you're doing something that's causing or communicating something that is action. Communicating action. Very efficient energy. This is also the player card too. I sometimes see the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in the reading. I'm like the other woman, the other man, and whatever the situation is about. Then we have the Queen of Wands, speaking of the devil. This is when you see the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, they're a counterpart. They could be exes or the other person, the other woman, the other man. The Queen of Wands is fire sign, specifically Aries, and it has Pisces here. Queen of Wands gets a lot of attention. Everyone likes the Queen of Wands. You can even connect this with daughter of Oshun, with the yellow and the sunflower. But, she's very confident, loves nature, very virtuous, generous, clear thinker, strong-willed, very down to earth. We have the Nine of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, specifically Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, specifically Scorpio energy. When I see the Nine of Cups, it's like, okay, something's going to be offered that's connected with emotion. Typically, it could be like a romantic offer, like someone asking you out on a date. Also, like following your intuition, following your emotion, being compassionate, charming, having lofty thoughts. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So once again, oh, by the way, knights are slow moving. They're going to be the slowest one to the battlefield. But usually, knights bring something. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about something of financial is being offered, a resource. Financial stability is also the energy of being rational, cautious, responsible, dependable, and trustworthy, and kind. Methodical, conservative, or very hardworking. Focus on your resources. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You have Aries energy with that card. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Everyone loves the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. She's intuitive. She's a nurturer, well loved. Could be an artist. Very dreamy, very charming. pure in thought, creative. 10 swords are endings. Sometimes for me, this could represent an unaliving. Unfortunately, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, specifically Gemini. Swords could be communication as well. This talks about endings, misfortune, defeat, endings, jealousy, hatred, treachery, assault, backstabbing, retaliation, release, bright horizon. Something has ended and it may not have ended in such a good way. 3 of Wands is using your foresight, what's in the future. This could be traveling. Fire sign energy, specifically Aries energy. This is like you're one step close to finishing something, one step close to success. You may be seeking help with this. You're exploring new territories, but you're using your foresight. You're planning for the future. 9 of Swords, you're in your head about something. You're hunted by a loss. You're troubled, anxiety, panic, despair. You're blaming yourself for this. This could be sleep issues as well, or expecting the inevitable. And like I said, swords are communication too, because you may have got some sort of bad news that has you just like, you don't know what to do. 4 of Pentacles. It typically talks about hoarding and saving finances, but sometimes I look at it as like you're holding something close to your heart. This talks about possessing fortune, prosperity, almost being stingy, being very cheap. This could be wealth and emotion, being in control, being maybe too possessive, lack of creativity, hoarding possessions. And depending on the other cards that fly out, this could be, it doesn't have to be about money. Maybe you want to be in control of a situation or relationship. Next, we have Strength. That was Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, specifically Cap. Here we have Strength, Leo energy. This talks about overcoming challenges, being kind, being compassionate. You have an ego, strength, triumph of love over hate. Harmony, vision, fortitude, courage, power. Sometimes this could be a pet owner. You see the 8, affinity. Yeah. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone of authority, of communication, of that nature. This is also the energy of being rational, analytical, articulate, having high discipline, logical, ambitious, truthful, ethical, fair. You bring justice. You're professional. You're a man of action. And depending on the other cards, this could be someone's ex. This is an authoritative energy. Whatever King of Swords says, you better do it. 5 of Swords, you're down. You're in the dumps. You lost something you love. You're mourning. You're grieving. You're being heavy-hearted, but this card also represents you cherishing the present, because you still got 2 cups left. So you may have lost a few things along the way, but you still got something left, so you need to appreciate the present. 5 of Cups, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If this comes out with a death, I would say someone's grieving over someone's passing. This is Scorpio energy specifically. 9 of Swords, something rushing in. Swords is communication, like I mentioned earlier. Knights are slow, so it could be maybe some slow moving communication or someone rushing in. This is like someone being brave, a warrior as well, being very fearless and ambitious. Could be a confrontation, or being like some quick-witted, intelligent, articulate, argumentative energy, information. It could be energy as well. And this is being intellectual, passionate, and an advocate. And it's just with a really strong force. That's specifically Aquarius energy. The moon, what's done in the dark, what is hidden. This could be moon work sometimes for me. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Specifically Pisces. This is like a voluntary change, a duality, intuition, the subconscious, spirituality, inner shadow, what we don't know, secrecy, anxiety, depression, the unforeseen, deception, hidden enemies. The High Priestess is a very spiritual card. This could also be a woman that's like very high maintenance or very intuitive. This could be a spiritual worker. The High Priestess is duality too. What this comes out with the moon is definitely some heavy spiritual energy. The High Priestess is like your intuition, psychic energy, your perceptivity, mysterious, the unrevealed future, and a spiritual teacher. Very spiritual vibe here. You have a King of Cups. Typically, it talks about maybe a masculine guy who's emotionally balanced, but it could be any type of emotion. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have some Aquarius here, specifically Pisces. But this is just like being calm, managing your emotions, being compassionate, being generous. Someone, if you see this card, someone could be offering you something because this is the energy of philanthropist, a great leader, great social skills, professional, lonely, and artist. And funny enough, the Queen of Cups is artist energy too. So I guess in a way, sometimes you connect music with someone and their emotions. The artist of the group. It doesn't have to be musical artists. It could be any type of artist. But then we have the World, something coming full circle. This is also my internet vibes. This also could represent pregnancy. This is like something being fulfilled, something being completed, triumph, assured success, celebration, wholeness, contentment, opening a new chapter, and possible travel. Eight of Swords. This is, you're locked up. You're restricted. Source is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and communication. This is like you could be mentally stuck in your head or held captive or just feeling stuck to something like, I'm never going to get out of this. This is a victim mentality, fears and anxiety. And like I said, source is communication. So there could be some sort of communication that has you stuck in your head or information around literally being locked up. You also are blindsided with this card as well. Gemini energy here. Eight of Wands, travel, messages, something incoming. This is acceleration, approaching goals, fast action, communication, incoming messages, bringing good news, something unrestricted, moving. Fire sign energy, specifically Sag. Then we have the Tower, and the Tower doesn't have to be good or bad, but the Tower is the unexpected happening. This is the energy of selfish ambitions, distraction, catastrophe, sudden change, grave dangers, overcoming misconceptions, the sudden epiphany. It can even represent spiritual growth. But when the Tower comes, it's something totally unexpected disruption. It can be release pent up feelings or a wake up to what your inner desires are. But you know, it depends on what else comes out with what this Tower is. And then we have 4 of Wands. This doesn't belong in this deck, but this is from my other deck. But 4 of Wands talks about a homecoming or relaxed home environment. Specifically in the deck, this talks about setting up a dream life. And I believe that's Carrie Bradshaw. So when I see that card, I think of New York and, you know, that type of vibes. So we have the 7 of Wands. This is like you defending yourself or take some sort of action, defensive action. Aries, Sag, and Leo. This is like defense, opposition, you standing your ground, being brave. We have the Devil. The Devil could literally be something spiritual, meaning the devil. Toxic, negative patterns, negative thought process. This is Capricorn energy. This could be a karmic relationship, a relationship you feel bound to. Could be contracts as well. This is temptation, vices, restrictions, materialistic energy, addiction, selfishness, pessimism, distrust, and faithlessness. Then we have the Emperor, the boss energy. This is an older guy. This is authoritative energy as well. The Emperor is the father figure, and we see the Empress, they're a counterpart. If you see those two together, this is authority, leadership, management, self-discipline, foresight, being trustworthy, ambition, providing support. This could be a judge, you know, things of that nature. 2 of Pentacles, it's like you're weighing your options, more specifically with money. The Emperor's Aries energy as well. With this card, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you're multitasking, you're juggling, you're trying to harmonize multiple things. And it's also a balancing act as well. So you can connect that with like a circus type of tarot reading. And it's also energy of something being unlimited potential. And we have the King of Pentacles, the boss. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, but this is like the energy of being in self-control. This is someone that's providing self-control or is in self-control. This is being steady, enterprising. This could be, it could represent the industry as well. This talks about a provider, someone that's dependable, a businessman, a material success, a financial management, emphasis on security. King of Pentacles could also be a father, but it's typically a father that's more so there financially versus the Empress there, like actually there to provide support outside of money. Ace of Swords is like a decision, some sort of communication. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is also a new challenge, a conquest, a victory, decisions, having power of the mind, being being courageous, a leader, prosperity and success, and deeply intellectual. When I saw that with the Emperor, I'm like, oh, he's making big decisions. That very well could be a judge right there. Ace of Wands, some sort of new action. Wands, fire sign energy. It has Virgo energy here too. This talks about beginnings, opportunities, strength, inspiration, vitality, personal development, something being active, a new action. Chariot, Cancer energy. This talks about transportation, something going in the right direction, a conquest, a victory, external strength, self-control, something going in the right direction. You're putting something to action. You're getting some sort of momentum or breakthrough. Justice. This could really be a legal case. This is like needing to make something fair. Libra energy. This is integrity, equity, truth, legalities. Don't jump to conclusions. It's also balance and harmony and good karma. Good karma. Because the reverse is bad karma, but that's a whole other reading. 4 Cups. You're to yourself. People could be offering you something, but something just has you to yourself. You have options, but it's something about this other option you're not so sure about. You're thinking. This is water sign energy. This is like maybe you're not happy about something. You're pitying yourself. This could be meditation as well. You secluding yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, and really need to think about what do you want to do next and how to reposition yourself. You have the 6 of Wands. You're sitting on your high horse. Wands, fire sign energy. This is victory, success, achievement, advancement, career, significant progress, good news, confidence, respect. It's not the end. This could be connected towards like a parade, a marathon. It can be connected with a lot of things. I also sometimes think about Christmas parades because of the wreath in this card. We have 3 of Swords, heartbreak, third party energy, maybe some sort of cheating going on. This is turmoil, a loss, disappointed, a storm of emotions, fighting, releasing emotions. Hurt, you're hurt, grief. Page of Wands. Pages are young people. They can be message. It could be message or messenger. So this typically is the message of action, some sort of new action. Fire sign energy. This is also spirituality. It's almost like when you see this like some sort of new project, new clothes. It's new. You got on all your new stuff. This is like you're excited about something. Adventurous, messengers and good news. You're exploring something. 6 of Pentacles. I give to you, you give back to me. Equal give and take, sharing resources. Generosity, charity, social justice, fairness. You're giving and receiving aid, imparting knowledge and experience, financial management. It could be even a contractual agreement, or you giving to the less fortunate, which is charity. It's reciprocity. Page of Cups. Now for me, when I see this cup, I think of you getting some sort of news around fertility. This is, like I said, Page is a message or a messenger, and of Cups is something dealing with your emotion. This is water sign energy. You have some Sag energy too. This is emotional energy, something being innocent. Literally, this is my pregnancy card. This is my baby girl card. Baby girl. This is our artistic energy. Remember, you know, you have the King and a Queen of Cups. Art, they were artists. This is artistic energy. So if I saw all those 3 together, I would wonder, is somebody working on something creative, something artistically creative? This is poetic energy. This is being psychic, intuitive, very sensitive and inspiring news. 10 of Pentacles, you got it. This could be inheritance, Virgo sign energy, Earth sign energy. This is a family dynamic. This is an event, maybe an expensive event, traveling. calling. This is the family that has it. They're well off, lasting wealth and success, material success, family life is stable, financial security, foundation, family achievements, a business partner. I like that card. Eight of Cups is walking away, traveling, making a transition, putting your past in the past. You may be doing it secretively. This is leaving things in the past, disappointment, disillusionment, leaving, make some sort of change. You also could be going on a soul searching journey and seeking higher meaning and wisdom. Water sign energy, specifically Pisces. You got the Lovers, Gemini energy. This is a relationship. This is decisions. This is love, passion, romance, a partnership, a connection, and lust. Specifically Gemini energy. 5 of Wands, you're fighting. There's conflict, diversity, clash of ambitions. Fire sign energy, competing for promotions, dispute, envy from others. No team spirit. 5 of Swords. Now this is an interesting card because sometimes it's going to be you're looking back on the past and you realize it wasn't even worth it. Somebody could have really hurt you, or they could have been like, you did something with someone and now you're like, was that even worth it? It represents being selfish. Also, this is like war too, but maybe some people have walked away from this fight. This is being cunning, betrayal, failure, something being misrepresented, being defeated, being humiliated, frustrated, losing, unfair advantage, or pointless victory. Page of Pentacles, like I said earlier, pages are messages or a messenger. This is about money, yo. This is like maybe you're a student or apprentice or some sort of new skill or opportunity, even a job. You're happy, you're working, you're being inspired. Good news about money, career, education, home. All the pages, by the way, could be kids. It could be kid energy. 6 of Cups, water sign energy. This talks about the past. This can be, connected with someone younger than you, or thinking about your childhood, or the influence of the past on the present. Being really nice. Specifically Scorpio energy. We got the Hangman. This talks about self-sacrifice. Very spiritual energy. Looking at messages from the universe. You're seeing the messages finally. This is spiritual growth, prophecy, involuntary. Trust is being tested, suffering, and new perspectives. Something unconventional. Death. Water sign energy, specifically Scorpio. This is an ending. A transition. A start of a new phase after one ended. The Empress, this is fertility, pregnancy, a mother energy, someone that's held in high regard. This is beauty, fruitfulness, pleasure, success, material wealth, motherhood, fertility, love, creativity, nurturing, using the laws of nature. Knights of Wands are slow, fire sign energy, but they come in bringing something. This is dealing with an extroverted energy, creativity, focus on your career, being highly motivated, so making some sort of swift action, competition. If I would say this, I would say you're like a low-level, entry-level position. 2 of Cups is an agreement, a cooperation, harmony, mutual attraction, being compatible, friendship, new romance, reconciliation. Water sign energy. Then we have the Sun. For me, the Sun represents a baby boy. This is the happiest card of the deck. This is jubilation. This is life. This is success, prosperity, attainment, glory, material wealth, health, confidence, compassion, being happy. 7 of Cups. This could be, the 7 of Cups is kind of weird. It's options, choices, mystery, secrecy, spirituality, water sign energy. This could be even addictions. This is temptation, turquoise, superficiality. You're trying to figure out which way do I go. Fantasy, delusion, imagination. This could be secret events, secret parties too, depending on how the other cards are. Like this came out with 4 of Wands. I'm like, maybe there's like some sort of secret party going on. Yeah, that's creativity too. Wheel of Fortune. This is right timing, karma, a turn of the wheel, a turning point, a turn for the better, destiny changing, something unpredictable, good fortune and cycles. This could be online energy too. You could be like winning something, lottery ticket. Ten of Cups, water sign energy, family card, family dynamic, your fairy tale ending, ultimate happiness, spiritual pleasure, family love. You got it. Specifically Pisces energy here. Judgment, a second chance, the trumpet being blown, a judgment call, awakening, epiphany, a spiritual realization, a transition, absolution, forgiveness. So if I saw this, which I don't think I've ever seen this, if I saw the judgment and the death, I would say somebody's been called home, a natural death. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn woman, a boss, could be sometimes seen as a Sag woman, but this is a go-getter. They're maternal, they're responsible, they cook good. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are the cookers. At least that's how I would say it. They have resources. They give back. They're always making money. Three of Cups. This is your group. This is your social community. Water sign energy. You're partying. This is a friendship. This is celebration. This is events. Unity and strength. Sincere allies. Ace of Cups, a new emotional chapter. Peace. This is beginning of prosperity. Spirituality, health, creativity, positivity. Seven of Swords. Somebody's up to no good. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You're doing something that's not normal. This is betrayal, deception, ulterior motives. Or you're thinking strategically. Temperance, being patient. This is spiritual energy. This is the angel. So I think, is this Archangel Michael? It might be. This is Sag energy here. This talks about eternal balance, healing, creativity, and art. Healing something. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She don't take no mess. She's very logical. She sets boundaries. Good at communication. She could cut you off. She makes the decisions. She's a lady justice. She wants justice. She wants to make something fair. Very intelligent, very astute, very strong character, and very articulate, highly principled. Nine of Pentacles is good news, join fruits of your labor, is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. There's also being independent. You're single. Yeah. Hierophant is higher ups, a group of like-minded people, cult, a preacher, a pope, a teacher, someone that gives orders. This is Taurus energy. This is following the rules. This could be organization. This could be government. This could be following the rules. Someone that gives the orders and you follow them. Tradition, structure. Eight of Pentacles is, it's money. What you do to make money. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. What you aspire to be. What you're working on. Developing and growing. Education, talent. 10 of Wands. Fire sign energy. Something's nearing the end. It's just weighing too much heavily on you. You're trying too hard. It's overload. Something's heavy. Ace of Pentacles. You're being offered something right from the sky, from heaven. I love this card because it's like expect the unexpected, but it's really positive. It's a fresh start, very auspicious energy. You're going to meet your challenges. It's like you're my blessing card. Nine of Cups, water sign energy, emotional fulfillment. This could be an event, you're drinking or waiting on something. This is like enjoyment, superficial desires, inner fantasy, abundance, what you're yearning for. The Fool is a new beginning, a new start. It's also a new energy too, like you're going on some new trip, doing something new. The Fool can represent someone being foolish or new to something. You're being fancy free. This also represents creativity. And you have the spirit of wanting to go on an adventure, or you're already on an adventure, or you're taking some kind of journey. Depends on what other cards come out with it. Four of Wands is a home setting, celebration, like someone getting married, fire sign energy, settling down. It could be an event in the summer or springtime as well. Familiar billets. You're just happy. The Hermit is Virgo energy. You're going within. You're looking into something. You're seeking non-traditional spiritual advice. You're deep thinking. You're wanting some sort of wisdom. This is mentorship, a spirit guide. You're seeking solitude. Six of Swords is transition, moving towards calmer water. Maybe you're going somewhere near water. Virgo, what I want to say, Virgo. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be communications around a transition, taking a journey, whether it's figurative or a literal journey. Four Swords is sometimes I see it's just like taking a break after betrayal because you see the three swords pointing towards them. Like I said, swords are communication, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is like after illness or battle, or you're just being reclusive, relaxing. You're recuperating. You're like really just chilling. Nine of Wands, fire sign energy. There's a conflict. You're super guarded. You're defending yourself. You may be like a vigilante. You're exhausted, or you could be waiting or a period of suspension. So specifically, Sag energy, like you're a wounded warrior. You're hurt. Page of Swords, gossip. You're looking at something. This is a secret energy too. Pages, messengers. They're young, something new. So there's like a message of communication. Someone's watching. This is being curious. This is being talkative. This is being outspoken communications. Pisces and Aquarius energy, specifically on the deck. Three of Pentacles. This is a work environment, a collaboration. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Being recognized, doing something that's meaningful to you. Communication, applause, creativity. Five of Pentacles. You're feeling out in the cold. You might be homeless or destitute. Material, spiritual poverty, helpless. You're going through something. This could be health, illness, a temporary hardship, but you're trying to maintain that strength. Then you have the Two of Wands. It's like success, traveling, going somewhere cold, needs to make plans and decision or resolution, taking some sort of action, and being original. And then we have the Magician, Gemini energy. You're an alchemist. You are just using spiritual or constructive or creative power to bring something to life. You're a master at this. You're great at communication. You're self-mastery. You're making an initiative. You're manifesting plans and ideas into practice. Everything is ready. This could also represent witchcraft as well. An affinity sign. Yeah. And that's what I have. I'm going to come back with what's the meanings of reversals to me. And non-traditional meanings, of which I did some already. Like when just looking at the card outside of what the definition is on the card, what else could it represent? So I'll do a separate reading on that as well. Bye!